And the first guy came back a week later and he says, can I get that for the rest of my calves? Because the optics, just to look into his first 2 pens that were on Precision Microbes and his other 2 pens that weren't, just as in seemed to be thriving better slick sheen on their coat, livelier was the big thing, as in they were up ready to suck, where the other...
Oh my God. As I said, I'm on a forum on Facebook, and I have pushed this so much. I've probably given it the wrong title even, but it's just every person who has a dog with any kind of stomach issues should try this, and I'm not being paid for this, by the way. This is just so true.
And straight away we could see that he was going in the right direction, even though he had a long ways to go. So that's where we started off with it. But then we started using it on a few others, and all the way we could see improvements with the horses, and just happier that they seemed to be thriving well.
I really find that not alone does it work for the gut, you know, it's really palatable, so it really gets them to finish up their grub. Definitely seeds massive for the coat, so we're not going in with as much oils and supplements that we've had to use. Definitely difference in her temperament, and a real difference in putting up weight. So I definitely think from that side of point of view for competition, I think it's going to be a real game changer for a lot of people in the area.
Now there's just, you know, there's no checking growth weight, there's no, you know, they're just driving on.
The labour saving cost, it was just the easiest not having calves sick. You've so much time, you've so much more time to do bedding, to just in general look after.
I heard it from my partner's sister, Anne Durham, who works for Feathered Equine. She couldn't recommend the product more. She actually recommended it for a horse of my own, and she just said, try it, you won't be disappointed, and I'm not. In him particularly, I saw a completely different horse, but his shine was cool.
So I think this product is really, really good for the future, especially that we try to resist about the antibiotics and we get rid of that, and I think that's going to be the future of medicine.
Doses those litters with this probiotic, and it has turned them around. I'm absolutely thrilled to bits with it.
Using Precision Microbes this year, we've halved that. So like that's a big change, big difference for us even. Birds themselves have thrived way faster, would say, than the other batches we would have done on previous years, and they, in my mind, I reckon they're probably a week ahead of where they would be, say, at this stage normally. So,
and we found it very hard to condition her. She was reluctant to eat, which was one of the main issues that we had with her. And we put her on Precision Microbes, and from the start, after about 2 weeks, we saw the transformation beginning to happen.
It's turned him inside out, really. You know, it's improved his conditioning. He doesn't get sick after the race anymore, and he's won the last 3 races on the trot.
Going forward, you know, I like to think I put all my stock in Precision and treat it just as a feed supplement that goes with the feed on a daily basis. A, it's natural, B, it has worked for me, and C, you know, the results are both physical looking at the horse, but also in the sales ring. So we're winning both sides.
Just to tick up on it to say that each calf had drank their full quantity of milk, so yeah, very happy with it. Very happy with massive improvement, and even the calves look better, shine on them. They're livelier.
I start to see that overall change. Coat condition, behaviour, definitely more settled.
And we found this to be a tremendous boost to their health, to their immune systems, and we haven't had outbreaks of scour on any huge scale.
Highly recommend it, yeah. Anything here that's out competing is on it. Definitely, even on the foals, it's a great product. build up good gut health.
And I can honestly say, without it, we would have a massive loss in calves.
The next day he started on Precision Microbes, and it has made a world of difference in both of our lives. It's been life-changing.
Most of them have come back for more of it because they've seen a beneficial effect. They've seen calves reduced illnesses and increased feeding. Particularly increased feeding seems to be the biggest thing that people say. The calves are hungrier and more keen to feed.
She was on and off her food. Once I started to put her on this, she was eating consistently and every night, and it didn't matter. And we also had an improvement in her coat.
Just one sick calf, and calf turned around straight away after getting the Precision Microbes, and we were feeding it to the heifer calves every second day as the dose outlined in the back of the bottle. So yeah, I'm very happy with the product, and we had we'd no calf issue actually going forward with Precision Microbes.
Mainly the two big differences we've seen was the temperament, the change in temperament, their coat, and also mainly with this guy, his use of feed, his digestion, I think in his body is much more obvious that it worked a lot better. Before we used Precision Microbes, I struggled to keep the condition on Dandy, and once we started using it, about 2 to 3 weeks in, we've seen a big difference in his gut. He looked a lot more fuller.
We used the Precision Microbes on a batch of calves that were just not happy in themselves. They weren't thriving as good as the others, weren't drinking and eating probably as quick as the others, and we used it. It seemed to work after 2 or 3 days. You could see the difference in the calves.